Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Scumdogs Kennel. I'm your host, Chris Williams, and I have a great show planned for us. But we'll wait for people to gather in the chat. Let me go off and show some artwork from my own upcoming graphic novel, Scumdogs. Just a moment and stuff like that. Just a moment. Just a moment. There we are. Let me go to share screen. All right. Here is my extreme 90s cover. This cover I did, which is one of 3 different variant covers you can back for my Scumdog Indiegogo, which is currently in a pre-launch phase on Indiegogo. This is one of 3 different variant covers. This is the extreme 90s cover. This is basically trying to harken back to the comics of the early 90s, with all the awesomeness and all the coolness of those comics. Here we have the Scumdogs fighting their arch enemies in the Space Forces. We have Deathmug fighting his arch enemy Buick Starpoon. Now, I should say Scumdogs is a parody of 80s cartoons, but it's also the name of the main characters in this book, which is a parody of 80s villains and stuff like that. To be exact, the Scumdogs are basically pro athletes who gain superpowers to compete in superhuman sporting events. That's why they're called Scumdogs. They're scum for trading in their humanity and basically becoming monsters and stuff, either through cybernetics or, genetic engineering and stuff. They become monsters with superpowers. It's just a simple little premise. But what happens when these guys get banned from sports? Well, because they're so arrogant and overbearing, they became supervillains who try to take over the world. Here we have Deathmug, the guy with the metal skull mask, the purple guy over here. His skull mask is in the sea. He's also a parody of Skeletor from He-Man, but he's also a parody of Cobra Commander and Serpentor from G.I. Joe, mainly because Cobra Commander, with one of the main villains from G.I. Joe, had a metal mask. Deathmug has a metal mask, but Serpentor, he's got gold on him, and of course he's purple like the Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He's fighting his archenemy Buick Starpoon, the guy with the pink pompadour hair over there, who's basically a parody of Duke from G.I. Joe, as well as Buzz Lightyear and Buck Rogers, because he's a parody of the space Captain Archetype, like James T. Kirk, you get the idea. He's the guy in the purple uniform over there. If you see there are other people in the same kind of uniforms as Buick Starpoon. The guy over here with the mohawk is Roadhog. The guy over here in the same kind of uniform and stuff like that, the bald guy with the gun, his uniform is blue. This guy is Beach Pounder. And that guy back there in that vehicle shooting off his weapons at this other guy who's shooting a beam of energy at him. The guy in red over here, he's in a similar outfit, only it might be a little farther away. That is Blast Tank. As I've said before, they're all G.I. Joe parodies, so they should be fun to read about in my graphic novel. Now, just a moment here. I'm going to get some more artwork for us to look at, so take me a moment. All right, got that. Just a moment. All right. Here we have Girl Friday. Girl Friday is a parody of the Girl Friday archetype. In a lot of shows and TV shows and movies, TV shows, there'd be this commander in the military, and he'd always be followed around by this woman and stuff like that, like a little puppy. Well, my character here, Girl Friday, is a parody of that. She does not follow anyone around like that. She's basically the second in command of Buick Starpoon. The only reason she's the second in command to Buick Starpoon is because her superiors in the Space Forces assigned her to this job, because while the Wild Rangers get the job done, that's the name of Buick Starpoon's team, by the way, they just destroy everything in sight. They save lives, but they destroy the town they were originally sent there to save, but they do save the people's lives at least. So she was put on the Wild Rangers as basically a babysitter to make sure, so she can steer them in the right direction. Well, to make sure they get the job done, and the countdown on the collateral damage, or whether the try and cut down on the collateral damage and stuff like that, to make sure they destroy anything they're not supposed to. But in her opinion, she hates her job. She thinks her career in the military is over because she thinks she's basically now an overglorified babysitter. Maybe, maybe not. It doesn't really matter. It's just going to be fun reading about her and stuff. That's Girl Friday. Read about her in my graphic novel Scumdogs, which is currently in a pre-launch phase on Indiegogo. Just go to Indiegogo, tap out Scumdogs. It'll take you to my pre-launch page. Sign up for it. The first 100 backers get a free poster of Buick Starpoon. All right. Here we have the two henchmen of Death Mug. You know, in every 80s cartoon, the main villain would be served by complete idiots. Well, these are Death Mug's idiots. The blue guy with the top hat is Murder Mouth, and the pink guy down here is Sloppy. They're Death Mug's henchmen, and, well, they're a couple of idiots that can't possibly do anything right. They just destroy everything in sight, and that makes them so much fun to read about. By the way, hit that like button for me. It helps me fight the algorithm, as well as please share this video out on social media. Share it out on Twitter. Share it out on Facebook. Here we have a pinup of Hairmail Doctor. Hairmail Doctor is another of the Scumdogs. He works under Death Mug. He's Death Mug's mad scientist. Basically, he's a mad scientist crossed over with a hairmail musician, and that's what makes him fun. See the lightning coming out of his guitar as he dances in the spotlight? It's just a bunch of fun reading about him. I thought this guy would be an awesome magician as a villain and all that. Now, here's another pinup. This one's of Miss Breasty Melons. She's a parody of the Baroness from G.I. Joe because, well, she's in a cat suit. I thought it'd be awesome to have her in such an outfit. And she basically, unlike the Baroness, well, she's a party girl and she loves to have fun. And I decided to make her into a super villain. Not bad. We looked at this. Let me go over here real quick. Not too bad. I think I'll exit out of these now. And let's go over to Indiegogo. Here's Requiem for the Crazies 3. It's made $27,087. It's 21 days left. Not too bad. There are new Indiegogos up. And by the way, I finally backed Wrecked Planet again. I already backed it for once. Well, all right. Let's do this over here. Let's look at Working for this. As I said, I already backed Wrecked Planet before for one book, but now I backed it again for the Jar Lee cover as well as the Solomon Joy Deathsting book. I'm getting both books now, and they're coming to me, and I'm really happy about it. Now, Requiem for the Crazies, you can back this book for a good price. There are all sorts of other perks as well. Let's go take a look at this trailer. There.
What would you do if you completely lost it? Your job, your family, your home, your mind? Would anyone care? Where would you go? Perhaps you'd be forced, like so many unfortunate others, to live on the streets, alone, overlooked and forgotten by the society that you were cast in. Now imagine that an insane cult leader has been slowly injecting mind-altering drugs into the food that you and all the other homeless get from the bread lines, brainwashing you to be a mindless servant in this nefarious bid for absolute power. Can you imagine it? Quick, there's no time to think. I hope you'll consider the questions that I've just posed, because a troubled man named Dante found himself in the middle of a war between drug dealers, occult militants, and a corrupt mayor's secret.
That's just a moment.
Found himself in the because a troubled man named Dante didn't. And when he found himself in the middle of a war between drug dealers, occult militants, and a corrupt mayor's secret police, well, he did what any of us would do. Panic. I'm Rusty Cage, and this is the continued harrowing tale of two bums fighting to save the homeless from the forces of evil. This is Requiem of the Crazies, Part 3, now crowdfunding on Indiegogo. If If you missed the first two Indiegogo comic book campaigns, there is no better time to join. These books are selling like hotcakes, and issue 3 is the most action-packed issue yet. That's one hot book. By joining this Indiegogo campaign, you can get everything from a signed copy of a comic, stickers, patches, posters, pins, and even get your name printed in the back of the comic. And well, I've always been taught to never ask for something without giving something in return, which is why I've made Requiem of the Crazies Part 1 and 2 available to read for free online. I hope you'll all consider contributing to this Indiegogo campaign. Just click the links.
All right, that was fun, huh? Let's go. That was Requiem for the Crazies 3. Maybe we'll look at this trailer again today. Let's see what to look at next. What to look at next. Let's go over here. There's this. There's Wart the Wizard 2. There's starring Sonia Jeffricks. The sequel is made 1,116. Got 7 days left. Not too bad. The Time of Reckoning. Albatross. Let's see. The new Indiegogo goes up all the time. 4 Chambers of Fright we could look at. Broken. All right, there's Sea Dog and Codename Killswitch. Tales from the Natverse is made 6,161. Let's take a look at this trailer.
From the Natverse. This ongoing anthology collects short stories introducing characters within the Natverse and are all connected to the main series, Nat the Merc. This 64-plus page perfect-bound anthology series collects short stories introducing Nat, Milani, Rose, Zed, and other characters within the Natverse that you'll get to know and love in this preview. This volume contains 2 previously published Nat stories, as well as the previously published Alita Rose stories, introducing you to those characters. In addition, you'll also be receiving 2 brand new stories by Simon Sim-Poitier. Royal Rumble, colored by 7 Legions Michael Beacon. Also, Nat and Zed, colored by Spartan Scotsman of Xenotype.
All right, that was Tales from the Natverse. It looks like a pretty good book. You can back it for $25. Look at that cover; it looks great. You can also back Tales from the Natverse and, well, another book in the Sim Pack for $55. The other book being Blood Hunt for $55. You get both of the books. It's pretty damn good. All right, let's go look at some other stuff now. There's Vatidia Awakening. It looks pretty good. Mostly safe new releases. Savage Dream Book 1 Into the Eternal I could look at. There's Titan Mouse of Might. There's Cryptic Legends of the Mothman. Not too bad. Let me go over here. By the way, have you guys hit that like button for me? let's go check out. Ooh, thank you. You guys have hit the like button for me, as well as please go share this video out. Okay, share it out on Twitter, share it out anywhere. Well, I might as well try and invite a few people on today. See if we can't get anyone on. Maybe call Malin. See if we can't get Malin to come on. John Malin. Oh, by the way, maybe I should just do this and stuff while I'm calling that guy. Oh, also I should do this. All right. Let's see if we can't get him to. What? All right. All right. All right. Maybe also call another guy. Let's see if we can't get anyone else on here. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. All right. All right. This. There. I sent out a couple of invites. Let's go back over here. Let's see if we can't get anyone else to come on, huh? Right. Go back over here. Another case for the Little Umbrella, which is made over $151,000, $400 and stuff. All right. Looks pretty good. You can back this book for $25. You have two different covers you can back. Each of them looks pretty good, but you can also get a reprint of issue 1 for another $25. So that is beautiful. That is just great. That's another case for the Littlest Umbrella. Looks pretty good. Let's go look at some other stuff. There's X-Force Reloaded. Let's go look at X-Force Reloaded. It's always a fun book to look at. X marks the, well, Parody Press Comics is back with a full-color 48-page graphic novel extravaganza guaranteed to tickle your funny bone. This jam-packed book is ad-free. We need your support to make fun comics that readers 18 plus can enjoy and that will hopefully bring a smile and laughter to your face. X-Force Reloaded 1 marks the triumphant return of the original Parody Press Comics. Along for the ride are over a dozen merry comics pros ready to ridicule, skewer, and poking loving fun. You can back 3 different covers for this, and each one looks pretty good. And that's only going to cost you $25 to pick one of those 3. But you can also pick getting all 3 covers or just 2 of the covers. So that's pretty good right there. Let's go look at this trailer now.
School for juvenile delinquents, but not just any delinquents. Mine are specially gifted. You might even call them mutants. Trust a few reformed ex-cons. Time to read.
Am I the apple of your eye, Bubba?
Jeannie Gray. Beastie Boy.
Everybody dance now.
Snow Cone.
Is it hot in here? Or is it just me?
And their friends from X-Fox, Cable TV,
Deep remote control, Frogface,
Garfarel, Meow, Dominoes,
This book has just the right amount of cheese.
and introducing the Newt Mutants. Beware the rest. Magneto, Mistress Kiki, and not at all breaking the fourth wall. Cesspool. Now, Parody Press Comics is back with X-Force Reloaded #1. Don't miss this extraordinary comics extravaganza with 7 full color stories of marvelous mutant mayhem. Back this book today for awesome variant covers and original artwork tiers. 48 pages of action and hilarious hijinks by some of comics' funniest talents. Parity Press, making the world laugh again. Only.
Yeah, you can back this book. That's X-Force Reloaded 1, X-Force Reloaded 1 on Indiegogo. It will only cost you $25, so go do so. It's got 24 days left. That's pretty good. It's already made $4,881. Right. Let's see. 20 minutes in, so we're doing pretty good. Maybe I'll go look at, well, let's go look at Disney Star Wars is Dumb then now, huh? Any news stories here? Rosario Dawson, Adam Driver await from the Twitter Ratty. Judgment from the Twitter. Recently, I wrote about a story coming from Portrait Media about Adam Driver physically, abusing a woman during a production of a movie. But a new translation of the Portuguese article, Vera Perez Hilton, shows something different. Our characters in the movie, the man who killed Don Quixote, had to be physically close. I considered the actor's behavior to be rude because in the preparation of the scene, he didn't take the care I believe he should have taken. Our characters had to be physically close, and every time he stood up with the force of the character to do the rest of the scene, the chair in which he was sitting would bump into me with some force, which bothered me. And in fact, the actress Leah Franco has now apologized, according to Alvarez, force which bothered me. And in fact, this actress has now apologized, according to Aces Sobage. Actress Lydia Francis apologized for suggesting Adam Driver behaved badly toward her, as on the set of the Man Who Killed Don Quixote. In a podcast interview, her words were translated and suggested she was calling out the Star Wars actor for attacking her with a chair. She reportedly said he was a very bad person. He behaved very badly with me physically. He attacked me. Franco also suggested Driver demanded no one look at him on the set while he was working of the Terry Gilliam film. But a new chat said she has dialed back her comments since she had no intention of to bring any harm to Adam's reputation, according to the blogger Perez Hilton. Our characters in the movie, the man who killed Don Quixote, had to be physically close, she said. I considered the actor's behavior to be rude because in the preparation of a scene, he didn't take the care I believe he should have taken. It appears that Adam Driver is exonerated, but will any of this matter to the SJW mob? Because when it comes to the story and her purported transphobic assault, they even had Rosario Dawson, that even had reported they had Lucasfilm personalities wringing their hands. It's been reported that 18 of the 20 accusations were drawn, with the remaining 2 pertaining to one of Rosario's relatives. All right. Yeah, we're still seeing articles being written, such as the following blog post, which was, well, just today, of all things, as a cisgender fan of certain privileges, I blah, 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 from someone who blah, 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 blah. Cisgender, god damn it, that's stupid. I don't think it's my place to lecture people on their need to separate art from the artist, but I do feel that it's my responsibility to fellow cisgender fans understand why our transgender non-binary peers have been able to feel excited about seeing their beloved heroine make the leap from animation to live action, and why they feel, what the hell does an alien that's a female alien have anything to do with cisgender politics? Screw you. What the hell does that have to do with anything? She's not even human. And if she were male or female, she wouldn't be human, so it's completely pointless. Jesus. Which I'm pretty sure Ahsoka is completely female, by the way. And why they feel they are being pushed out of the fan, we don't care because, they're being pushed out of the fan community. Actually, we do care, but they're not the ones actually pushing them out of the community. It's people that are, and I do mean this, who are actually for these kinds of politics that are pushing them out. They'll try to push them out and basically say that's racist or anything like that, especially if these ones that are being pushed out who are trans people are basically in favor of the fact that they don't actually go in for any of these politics. They're the ones who are being pushed out. People whose politics are not in favor to the ones who are actually trying to be, well, who are the ones who are being pushed out are people whose politics don't line up with the SJWs. Now, the funny thing is, a lot of them can be transgender and stuff like that, at least the more louder ones. But the ones that are actually pushing them out, they're usually just, of all things, white males. Because they're a bunch of nerdy bastards who feel the need to basically speak up for these communities they have no right to speak for. As well as basically attack anyone, including these so-called people they want to protect. So they're not being pushed out of the community. These are just words these people are coming up with, basically to allow them to continue with their bad behavior. They continue with their bad behavior. After all, point of having an online platform if you don't use it for good, blah, 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 blah. There's a point between that and actually just using it for your own personal soapbox or your own personal form of basically being able to attack people. As you may have already know, a limited Disney TV Plus series in December, and Rosario Dawson will be reprising her role as the live-action Ahsoka Tano. This has understandably upset many long-time Ahsoka fans who were expecting an animated follow-up to Star Wars Rebels, but has been doubly distressing to the character's transgender fan base, who were hoping that Rosario's stunt as Ahsoka would be a one-time gig. Hearing that Ahsoka's very story would continue in live action and not animation was a massive blow to fans of the animated series, and some fans quite understandably don't want to support a series led by someone who may not be guilty of being involved in a transphobic attack. Transphobic attack, all she did was she didn't think that trans people deserve to basically be used as a way to basically attack people. Or basically she didn't think that trans people were anything more than people who have a mental illness, which they do. And they don't deserve all this basically hyperbole and stuff like that to protecting them when they're just people who are like anyone else, only maybe a bit, have a mental illness. As I mentioned earlier, as a not guilty, a verdict does not always equal innocence, especially in a legal system. That favors the rich and powerful. Giving someone the benefit of the doubt is always easier when you're not part of the marginalized community. When you're not part of the marginalized community, you want everyone to be marginalized. So even though most of the accusations against Rosario were withdrawn, with the remaining 2 accusations pertaining to someone else, the SJW Collective has decided to continue their attacks on Rosario Dawson anyways, so neither facts nor a court of law matter of these activists wear all of the brave and bold virtue signals to defend this woman of color when you need them. Yeah. Where are all those people that are SJWs who always wanted to protect females and people of color now? Because apparently transgender people are even higher on the freaking SJW totem pole. Blah, blah, blah. Jeez. So you'll attack a woman just for speaking her opinion, not attacking anyone who hasn't done anything more than say that transgender people is just basically just a mental illness and that people should give up about it and get over it. Yes, there are transgender people, but it's just a mental illness, and we don't need to bend our entire civilization around such politics. In the same way, we can ask if the new translation apology from Linda Franco matter to SJWs in the case of Adam Driver, or will the SJW mob can decide to attack Adam Driver with Believe Women hashtag in the same way that they are still attacking Rosario Dawson with accusations of transphobia? Time will tell. But one thing is for certain, SJWs are more concerned with how virtual signaling makes them feel inside than with the facts of than they are with the effects of external reality. Yeah, they have nothing like that. Let's go down here. Is this one I've done before? February 7th, 2028. Let's see that. There's. I probably looked at this one yesterday, I'm pretty sure. Okay, we looked at that. Let's go back over here. 29 minutes in. Now let's see this. Where we maybe go to BG 24/7. Let's go look at it over here. Anything here that looks interesting? Don't see it. Maybe I'll go over to Kickstarter. Let's see about this. There's a brand new Genesis Metal Fury. Let's take a look at that. This is another Sega Genesis game. I'm glad there people are still making it. It's got made over $65,000, and that's pretty good. Let's take a look at this trailer.
White Ninja! Irina, Genesis Metal Fury. Welcome to the next level. Take control of the mighty Raiden MG323 and destroy them all. Save your progress onto backup memory. Devastate your enemies with the Dragon Fury attack. Show no weakness against bosses. Yes, where you die. Share your best high scores on the internet. Join Selena to help defeat the Emperor Shungor's army. Use one of 3 available weapons to clear your way. Irina, Genesis Metal Fury.
It looks like a pretty good damn game, doesn't it, folks? It's Arena Metal Genesis. Okay, let's go over here now. Let's take a look at this stuff. There's Babylon Working 3, 11 days to go. Dasters World Invasion. It's made $216. It's got 22 days to go. Made one going for $1,000. Not too bad. California 82. Mikey and Carlos are 2 bass heads stoked. Richardly Bitchin' Babes, Dean Martin, best buds Brian and Marky at the Silica Heavy Metal concert. Unfortunately for these threshers, I've already seen about this book on Indiegogo. Looks like they're trying again on Kickstarter. Unfortunately for those threshers, all hell breaks loose when strange glowing spears crush lands in the middle of the mosh pit. It's up to these headbangers to not only stay alive but save Sacto from merciless onslaught of the otherworldly invaders. And meanwhile, McMaster Army departs St. Lee and his team of misfit grist monkeys are looking forward to 48 hours of freedom from the motor pool when the world is set fire to the alien invasion lays waste to the deport. Now they're looking forward to inflicting a whole lot. Looks good. Oh, look at this. Not bad. Nice artwork. Nice. Ooh. All right, let's go look at this trailer, I suppose. Well, maybe. Maybe. All right, I've already seen this trailer before. Just talked about it and stuff like there. Let's go look at some other stuff. What to look at now? What to look at next? Oh. Hmm. Don't see anything that really makes me want to look at it. Spooky Babes. Spooky Babes, huh? Okay, let's take a look at this. Let's see the artwork. Are they all lesbians? Of course they are. How boring. I think I've had enough. I mean, it's fine. They're lesbians. Or maybe I shouldn't say that. Or maybe I should. Yeah, the artwork is fine and stuff. It just looks woke to me, especially some of the artwork. I mean, if they're gay, fine, whatever. Only SJWs can make lesbians boring. But then again, it didn't look all that great to me. Let's go look at tabletop games. Let's see, Space Weirdos. Sci-fi skirmish war game. Minis and stuff like that. Let's go take a look at this then. It's made $981, a $100 bill, and these models look pretty good. What is this nonsense? Space Weirdos is my squirmless head heartbreaker. About 10 years ago, everyone was publishing their own old school D&D hacks. Now a bunch of OCR nerds are turning to wargaming and discovering that the minis games are just as bad as RPGs for audition creep and other unforgivable crimes. So Zencrest is giving me the excuse to publish a short and sweet set of miniature rules. Here on what makes Space Weirdos different from other games. Not much. It takes what I like from other games and meshes it all together. Low model count, 5 to 10 models or so for each side. Use any minis you have. Short but comprehensive everything. 116-page zine. Minimal tokens, but so a few because I like them. No tape measures or rules. All movement ranges are measured with 5 sticks. Uses all RPG dice except D20. D20s get enough love because dice are fun. A point system, but you just shouldn't have to worry too much about it. Okay. Looks interesting. Is that all there is? The trailer, okay, it looks good. It looks like it's decent. All right, let's go over here now. Let's see this. What other stuff is there to look at? Doom Machine, 10-card dice solo game. All right, I could look at Orcs and Goblins, 32 prints of digital sculptures. I think I'll go over this way now. Let's go check out Game Boy games. Go look at Where's My Body. This game we looked at yesterday, we like looking at it. This guy likes to make Game Boy games, new ones. This is Where's My Body. If you back this and get this campaign, you'll get it. You'll get a cartridge as well as a Game Boy box with it as well. It was everything else that came with the Game Boy games. That's pretty good. Now let's look at this trailer. Oh, by the way, it's made $24,000, over $24,000. That's pretty good. Let's take a look at this game now. right, that was Where's My Body. Looks like a great looking game. As I said, it's good that people are making Game Boy games and still making games for this system. If you back this game, Where's My Partridge game cartridge includes the early access ROM and an original Where My Body game cartridge. Cartridge is plastic case and manual. Ships everywhere, October 2020. It only costs you $35 to get this game. It's damn good. Now, let's go over to here. Let's go to video games. Go take a look at this. What to look at here? Toto, Chris Devine. Nitro Rad 2D cartridge, Richard Pixel. Oh, it looks like a new Nintendo game for the that's a NES game, Nitro Rad. Video game 2D cartridge, Retro Pixel NES. Looks good. It's made $607. It's got 34 days to go. It's going for over $2,000. Ooh, this game looks good. Ooh. Let's see, how much do you need to back it for? Pledge $5 more, $10 more. Video game, digital copy of the video game, your name in the credits. $20 or more. Video game and box replica NES. Copy of the video game pin drive, your name in the credits. Digital video game soundtrack. You've seen your packs for a pen drive, huh? Pledge $24 more. Video game cartridge replica NES. Copy of the video game pen drive, your name in the credits. No NES cartridge replica. Pen drive, for $25, $5 more. Complete edition video game. Physical copy of the video game. Your name in the credits. Replica cartridge NES. Black cartridge sleeve. Pen drive console. And book. $35 to get it. All this. So you are the protagonist. You're photo editor. Two protagonists. You're the protagonist. Your photos. Your characters. Okay, not bad. This look interesting. Let's take a look at this trailer. All right. We looked at that game. Video game cartridge, Retro Pixel lines. Not bad. Video game 2D cartridge. Pixel NES. Okay, we looked at that. Let me go over here. Have you guys hit that like button for me? Ooh, we have 4 people watching. Thank you for checking in. And you guys have hit that like button for me. Thank you so much. Please share this video out on social media. Share it out on Twitter. Share it out on Facebook. Share it anywhere. That was one game we looked at. I look at some more news stories in a moment. Oh, by the way, we've been at this for 44 minutes. That's not too bad. Continue with me, folks, and we'll have some more fun. Let's see what else to look at. Maybe go to, what do you got this? To rounding into comics. Maybe we got this covered. Let's go there. All right. Netflix or that. Don't see anything too much I want to see here. All right, let's see. Let's go back over here. Maybe look at some more Indiegogos now. There's Charlie's London, Lying to the Limelight. It's made $33,000, while Dream Keepers Volume 5 has made $103,280. If you didn't know it, let's see. There's The Abductables 2, Ridiculous. It's made $4,537. It's got 8 hours left. It's probably going to get another 30 days, so that's pretty good. So that's pretty good right there. The artwork in this book looks good. For $20, you can back this book, but if you can also back for the original book as well. If you get the $20 thing, it'll cost you only $50. If you get the $50 Abductables 1 and 2, $50, you get both books. After the action-packed events of the Abductables, in which aliens learned the hard way that it is not a smart idea to abduct muscle band maniacs with roid rage, those very same aliens, at least the ones that survived, must now enlist the ever-ornery abductees' help in order to defeat a new and even deadlier threat to the cosmos. A warlord, the extraterrestrial warlord who's hell-bent on dragging space age civilization back to the Stone Age with an army of mutant monstrosities known as the Fundament at his command. He just might be able to do it. The artwork in this book looks great. Look at that. Either way, let's go look at this trailer. All right. That was The Abductables 2. Looks pretty good. You can back this book for $20. It's up on Indiegogo. Go check it out. By the way, folks, I just recently well, I'll tell you in a little bit. Let's look at Malevolent Rising 4 first. Superhuman cyborgs, aliens, claim this dark sci-fi. Well, it's made $400. It's going for $500. It's got 25 days left. It looks pretty good. You can back this book, Malevolent Rising 4. Well, cover A, $10. Collector's Bundle, $20. Malevolent Rising 4, cover A, not bad. Malevolent Rising Complete, $25. Let's see, Malevolent Rising 4, cover A, Malevolent Rising 1, 2, and 3. Looks pretty good for $25. Get out the whole series. The artwork in this book looks pretty good. Let's go take a look at this. All right. That was Malevolent Rising. Its new issue is out. Go back it, folks. It's looks pretty good. You can get it for $15 to get this book. Ooh, or other prices as well. This is a good looking series, so go back it on Indiegogo. That's Malevolent Rising. As I've said earlier in this program, I backed Wrecked Planet once again, Cyberfrog 2. Ethan Van Sciver's Frog 2. I decided to do that because I wanted to basically back it one more time. I already backed for the Ides of March cover, so that's pretty good for me, but I decided to back for the Jar Lee cover as well as the Salamandroid Deathsting book. So most likely my books are going to come to me in the chicken box now, so I'm pretty happy about that. All right. There's this stuff. There's Grave Robbers. Now Funding Through in Demand. That's pretty good. Let's see. Wirehead. Now Funding Through in Demand. Let's take a look at the Dragon Guard. This is a good looking book. You can back this book for $25. You have several different covers you can back, but this is an old school fantasy book and it looks damn good. Let's go look at this. Let's go look at this trailer. Sorry, I just wanted to see that again. All right, that was pretty good, huh? This was this book. It looks pretty good. Go back and Indiegogo. Let's go look at some other stuff. Let's see anyone here. Well, that's pretty good. As I said, folks, all these books look pretty good. There's the Brute book. Well, Rainbow the Brute. Let's go see if it's made any more money. It's over $373,000, so that's pretty good there. You can back this book for $25 and has several different covers you can back. And there are also 2 other new books that are included in this campaign as well. Cool Mind Earthly Stallion you can get for $25, as well as Cool Story Bro, Toxic Fairy Tales for Masculine Men for $25 as well. The Brute is a hard-fighting, hard-drinking fairy barbarian. He battles the thundercloud men and maintains order under the rainbow. It isn't easy with unicorn pests, thumb-sucking apes, commie elves, and other stuff. Thumb-sucking apes and stuff like that. Constant vigilance, requiring constant vigilance. But Rainbow's worst day ever happens when, after a series of honeysuckle shots, he quarrels with one of the Unbearables, a clan of miserable bastards. Whatever, or just a bunch of bad guys, and they steal something precious to him. Not only that, but Paula Puckett, a former girlfriend of whom he hasn't seen in 15 years, finds him to let him know he has a son and the boy needs a father. Mount up on Rainbow's Earthly Stallion Nephilim for the adventure of a lifetime to retrieve his sword and perhaps along the way teach a young Cyril Puckett what it means to be a man. Looks like a great book. It's a parody of 80s cartoons. It will be 48 pages and hopefully be able to afford some specialty covers. Yeah, it will be a 48-page long book. Here are some of the covers you can back for it. They're beautiful. Yeah, and you can also basically back for 2 other books as well. Cool Story Bro, Toxic Fairy Tales for Masculine Men. Let's see. The book is about, I'd like to make a story book, a beautiful leather-bound volume of feature classics featuring high-tea parodies of fairy tales reworked and illustrated with a toxically masculine agenda. I'm going to do my spin at Snow White. John Mullane would like to do Little Red Riding Hood, and I'll invite more of the best creators to join us in filling this book with kick-ass fun. This will be the perfect gift for the dude in your life. There's also Mind Earthly Stallion. It will be a spin-off book in which the baddest and beefiest stallions, Ghost Gallop, Blood Rains, Swerf Spore, and of course Rainbow's own Steven Bestpal Nephilim bound up and, sail up and ride out for, kick ass. Basically, ride up and kick ass. Looks good. There's also the Beefcase edition, is a subscription to the campaign, is the ultimate way to enjoy Rainbow the Brute. If you back at this level, you will receive one of every perk plus some exclusives only available at this tier from here until we fulfill. When I say briefcase, I should say lunchbox. It'll be packaged in a beautiful, oversized lunchbox, reminiscent of the ones you used to have, but with awesome Rainbow the Brute art all over it. The perfect way to store your Rainbow the Brute perks. Looks pretty good, reminiscent of the ones you used to have. You'll get 1 copy of the Strawberry Love variant. You'll get 1 copy of the regular edition Rainbow the Brute. You'll also get 1 copy of the 24-hour variant, 1 copy of the Kyle Rider variant, 1 copy of Mind Earthly Stallion, 1 copy of Cool Story Bro, Toxic Fairy Tales for Masculine Men, 1 of every additional regular perk and achievement this campaign sees from here. You won't miss any of the Ashcan's card stickers. It looks good. This campaign has also broken all of its stretch goals. Have they done it? Nope. It still doesn't look like there's any new developments on that. But it's broken every stretch goal it had. Let's see. At 100,000, all versions of Rainbow the Brute will have prismatic covers. At 200,000, all executive will receive a bonus black and white liner edition of Rainbow the Brute. That's already been done. At 300,000, all executive beefcase backers again Rainbow the Brute Thermos, and that was done as well. Rainbow the Brute looks like a hell of a great book. It's made over $373,000. That is just great. This is just a good-looking book. We could read some. Let's go over here now. Let's see. An hour in. Not too bad. We got 4 people watching us. You guys hit that like button for me. That's pretty good. Now, what else to look at? Look at some more games. We can also look at some stuff over on Indiegogo. But first of all, we do anything else? Well, maybe. I'll go over here. Let's go to film first. Anything here that looks good? Show more. Let's see if there's anything good up here. Let's go to tabletop games. Salvin's Lament, a Satanic Day adventure, maybe. Sachin's Lament, a St. Patrick's Day RPG adventure for a 5th edition D&D Pathfinder and Swords and Wizardry tabletop games. All right. Let's take a look at it. Let's see. The Shinson's Lament is a Ascension's Lament is a frog card gods games offering St. Patrick's Day 2021 and an adventure based on Irish and Celtic folklore by Aaron McCarthy. The adventure will be available for 30 rule systems for 4th edition D&D, 1st edition Pathfinder, and Swords and Wizardry. This instance, a legendary bard has traveled the lands for hundreds of years. It is known if the name is a title that it gets passed on, or whether Essentially is a supernatural being, but Essentially arrives and is always greeted with joy. Recently, though, his tale has taken a dark turn as a result of a deadly wager lost, and his presence is spreading havoc. Can the character discover the fight behind the chaos and prevent the rise of the Serpent Priest? Oh, looks good. One softcover book and PDF, $24. If you get for $24, you get the actual book. One POD book and PDF, $24. 2 softcover books, PDFs for $7. Not bad. Softcover. Okay, not bad. This looks pretty good. Let's go look at some other stuff now. Of course, you know the fact I have my facts, folks. I have my own stuff up here as well as other stuff going on. Let's go look at this. Don't see anything new, really. Let's go over here to writing and publishing. New children's book. New children's, Riley and Milo. All right, let's go over here. Not see anything new too good. Let's go to video games. Arthros Memphis. A dedicated Neo Geo slot brought back to game life with an appealing and affordable prices. So get a Neo Geo compatible game system, huh? Sunhaven. There's Hack Match for the NES. See, maybe take a look at this now. So there's a trailer. Okay, you can get this for $223 USD. Super Early Bird Solo, $249 USD. Inducing the micro. Please note this is a case primary goal. Right? How much money has it made already? It's made $300,449. Got 20 days left. Not too bad. The CMV is basically what's missing for the current SNEK Neo Geo lovers, a dedicated and very reduced plug-and-play device to play Neo Geo and VDS games, which is still affordable, more than games for the most. As we worked for a long time as an outdoor sport importer company, sliding into the entertainment and video game products market as well. We already did crowdfunding before. Okay, let's look at this trailer.
Hi there, I'm Remy, current CEO of SW Division, the company originally turned on as operating for 8 years now. Well, unless you are living on a remote island, completely alone and without any other contact with civilization during the past year, you know that the current COVID breakout is a very harsh time, especially for companies. This period marked the beginning of our diversification and entertainment, and why not retro gaming? That was the moment we decided to put into reality our desire for making new sexy devices with old ones.
That's a beautiful.
No, that's not a male organ. Okay, let's change it. So we worked very hard since last year, and boom! CMV1B is our very, very big project. But as you can see, that's not the only one we are working on. The CMV1B is a clean sandwich.
Okay, it's not too bad. You can play your Neo Geo games on this, and it looks pretty good. Let's just go to something else now. All right, let's see what else is this. There's this Elysium. We can look at that. Stolen Realm. Let's see this. There's Gold. What else to look at? All right, let's go over here. Have you guys hit that like button for me? Yeah, you have. You have hit that like button for me, as well as please go and share this video out, will you? Share it on Twitter, share it on Facebook. Looks pretty good. By the way, let's see if anyone's responded. Doesn't look like it. Let's go back over here. Let's see about some other stuff. Let's go back to comics. Let's go look at Rock and Roll Ninja graphic novel. It's made $33,000 with 21 days left. That's pretty good. Rock and Roll Ninja is a 100-page graphic novel about 4 Vietnam veterans who escape from a ninja clan to pursue their dream. You can back this book for Rock and Roll Ninja graphic novel pinup, $30. Rock and Roll Ninja 1 signed, $30. $30 for this book. $75 after having all of their equipment. I think I went too far. No, so 1973, 4 young Max V. Sox soldiers finish up their tour of duty in Vietnam and fly back to the USA to start a new dream of becoming rock musicians. 1975, after having all their equipment in van stolen after a concert, they accept an offer from a girl they knew in Vietnam for a 6-week security consultant gig in Japan. What could go wrong? They trained some serious and fit Japanese men and the elite tactics and advanced weaponry that they used in Max V. Soldiers stock. As they finish up the consulting gig, they find out that they won't be going home ever. The people who they've been training are ninja. Rock Band, 81. After years of service to the Ninja Clan, the boys finally escape and head back to New York City. They reform the band but must turn down all record deals and promotions since they have to lay low so that the Ninja Clan cannot track them down or kill them, or even worse, force them back to the nightmarish life they had escaped from. 83. A realizing that they're a big shot and is passing them by, the boys create an elaborate plan to lure the Ninja Clan to New York and pick them off one by one. They do this by splicing in footage of them in ninja garb using secret techniques from their Ninja Clan into VHS tapes of redubbed ninja movies that were filmed in the Philippines. But they're not the only people with plans for the Ninja Clan. The Colonel wants to bring ninja into the modern world and franchise them. And this book looks great. Very great. Basically, go back this book. It's from our friend Richard Meyer, our boy Zach. His latest endeavor looks like one hell of a great looking book. It's made, you can back this book for $30. All right, let's see this. An hour and 9 minutes in. We're doing pretty good. What else? There's Wart the Wizard, Portal of Echoes, the second book in this series, from our friend Mandy Summers. This is the campaign to fund Wart the Wizard to the Portal of Echoes. And the artwork in this book looks good. You can back this book for $25, and that's pretty damn good. You have several different covers as well. Is there any new interior art from this book? I'm trying to find any. There's some artwork, not too bad. It's Wart the Wizard 2. It looks like a fun book. Go back at Indiegogo. Now, maybe I should also show off my own Indiegogo, the pre-launch page for my Indiegogo, Scum Dogs. All right, let's just get on into it.
Bored without any great comic books to read, as if you're falling through the depths of space, then come read Scum Dogs. It's one hell of a great comic book. Characters lovable. And then, like the blue-haired land whales or the purple land whales, then you won't get anything like a Jimmy Pollard. You can hear it on the wind. Scum Dogs, just a great comic. Just barging down your door, distressing all the little purple bastards running and screaming. That's Scum Dogs. You'll see the amazing sights of people running past gigantic, bizarre pictures, bizarre happenings, and great stories that'll make you just love the story. You'll get characters like Sophie here, Hair Metal Doctor,
this breasty melons, and you'll also get Murdermouth as well as the ultimate character, Death Mug. Yes, Death Mug, and you'll see him fight his arch enemy, Buick Starcoon, who leads his team in the space versus the Wild Rangers in epic battles against the Scum Dogs. You'll get characters like Hairmail Doctor fighting Beach Pounder in an epic battle with Brass Tank along as well, firing off his missiles in an epic showdown that will leave you grasping and wanting more. That's Scum Dogs going back it on Indiegogo. You'll get 3 covers. You'll get this cover here that's just awesome, the 90s violent muscle cover. You'll get this one where basically a parody of of the characters just working at a burger joint. Okay. You also get 3 covers, as well as a cover with them just chasing down purple land whales. Okay, little purple bastards. But it's going to be awesome. Back these 3 covers on Indiegogo. Back my comic book. You're just going to love it. That's Scum Dogs. Come and get it on Indiegogo.
Yeah, that's the pre-launch page of my graphic novel. That was the pre-launch page of my graphic novel. I'm going to thank you all for joining me. Remember, folks, go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Read Comics, They're Bad for You, okay? The there in the title is misspelled. It's THERE. So it's easy to find. So it's Read Comics, They're Bad for You. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that like button for me because it helps me fight the algorithm. Leave some comments down below. And also, please share this video out on social media. Share it out on Twitter. Share it out on Facebook. Share it out like that. Anything else to say like that? Please also go over to, Stitch Together Picks. It's another YouTube channel that deserves far more subscribers. It's hosted by the Maniacal Cinephile. You're going to love his reviews of movies. They are just great. That's Stitch Together Picks. Also, go and subscribe to Creepy Little Book. Creepy Little Book is like the Art Bell radio show. We releases these small videos talking about high strangeness every so often, every week or so. They're good little videos, but he also does live streams every night on weekdays at 12:30 a.m. and on weekends he does at 11 o'clock p.m. where he talks about aliens and ghosts and talks about all sorts of weird things. Oh, we got a chat from Bianca Fights the Zombies. Aloha, dudes. Aloha, Bianca Fights the Zombies. Thank you for checking in. Leave a few likes. Thank you for coming in. Remember, as I said, go and subscribe to also on Twitch to Robot Co-op. Robot Co-op is like Robot Co-op is like a Mystery Science Theater 3000. They do these live streams with these robot puppets. They're just great videos and live streams. You're just going to love them. They're just so good. That's Robot Co-op. Go and subscribe to them on Twitch, as well as go and subscribe to Creepy Little Book. He deserves far more subscribers too. All right. Anything else? Yeah. Remember, folks, I'll be back again tomorrow around 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock or maybe 8 o'clock or maybe 8:30, 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock for another live stream. Okay. All right. Anything else I have to say? Well, I'm going to thank you all for all. We had one hell of a great live stream today. So yeah, we looked at some news stories. We had some fun. We looked at some comic books. We had a lot of fun today. Remember, I'll be back again tomorrow and we'll have even more fun then. All right. I'm Chris Williams from the Scumdogs Kennel. Thank you all for joining me. I'll see you all again soon. I could stay here because if you guys have hit that like button. Oh yeah, you guys have hit that like button. That's pretty damn good. But I think I'll end my live stream now, and we'll see y'all again. All right. I'll end my live stream.